ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, welcome to my hometown, Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Let's see if we can see the parts of downtown. Hey, yeah. So that's the Duke Energy Building. That's pretty cool. 485. Right here. This does a full circle all the way around Charlotte. It's like 60 miles. Bank of America, tallest building in Charlotte. Yeah, that's pretty spot on. Pretty cool. Okay, explain the whole process in Discord. Thank you, dude. Like I said, I'm gonna show her as soon as I get out of here. I appreciate that, man, so much for all the help. That's awesome, bro. Like I said, we can't thank you enough because they're our daughter's infant pictures and stuff like that. So I have some of them, but you know, there's pictures she has that I didn't take, and I have pictures she didn't take. So we need them all. Thank you so much. Let's wait for the song to load right quick. We'll do excuse me. Disconnect from the network. Skip that. Alright, let's check it out. I thought for sure I was going to... So I was going pure off of visual references. Like this is, just going off of pure memory, muscle memory that I disconnected. I had no call-outs. So. Take it. Keep breaking my neck through the seat. YBCS is now streaming. I'm just going to drop the link to its channel. And please, guys, carry on the raids giving if you are staying up for...
What's up? Big shout out to my man Captain Shaquille Oatmeal, mixing up the fresh ingredients, the raw oats, the berries, blueberries, red berries. Nah, but we're gonna do a little flying in Australia tonight. What the hell's going on with my Discord? All right. Happy Raidsgiving. Thank you, my brothers. My brothers, thank you very, very much. Very, very much. We're checking the Qantas link. Yo, I'm gonna have to fucking shut down Discord because I don't know. It's just making too much noise right now. And as soon as I go to shut it down, it stops. Okay, we'll leave it. We're doing a bit of Australia flying today, mate. Let's get right into it. Because this is about a 2-hour flight. Battery 1, battery 2 can come on.
One IFR to CAIRNS ready to copy.
External power can come on.
QA191 is cleared to CAIRNS Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 29er climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 134.1 squawk 2151.
Yeah, smash the hell out of that like button.
QA191 cleared to CAIRNS Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 29er climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure
Smash that subscribe button.
1 squawk 2151.
I'm serious, like in mid-flight, I've got
Contact ground on 121 decimal 8.
I've got something planned for you guys mid-flight. Something that no flight simmer that I has ever seen has done before. So stick around for cruising flight level 380, and once we're up there, I got a surprise for you guys. Like seriously. No PACX flight detected. Let's go ahead and load all these passengers. Happy Raids Giving, Captain Chewy. Captain Nate, thank you so much. Bombasso, thank you. Captain Nate, all you guys, dude. Thank you for hanging out. Even if it's for 5 minutes, you know, for the night, whatever. Current drink is Shinerbach. And I'm on, I don't know, I don't want to say. I'm a heavy drinker of beer. Let's put it that way. What's up, JetBlue Aviation in the house? How you doing tonight, man? Rookie Flight Simmer. Hi, how you doing, man? Farius Raza just subscribed. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. You don't even understand. Whether I have 10 subs or fucking 10,000, I'll treat everybody like they should be treated, you know? Oh, yeah. Raza, you gotta wait till we cruise that flight level, and then you'll see some shit, dude. I've got a special surprise plan for you guys tonight. What up, Drew Stone? Rookie Flight Simmer says came pretty good. It came here from Captain Shaq. Yeah, I know, dude. Captain Shaq threw down the Raids Giving. So we can go ahead and hide that. Beacon can come on. Master. Yeah, let's just say the in-flight entertainment is going to be fucking highly entertaining. And I mean that in more ways than one.
Darwin ground QA191 requesting pushback.
No, not requesting pushback yet. Pushback stop.
Darwin ground QA191 requesting the end of pushback.
QA-1901 request to end pushback received.
I've got a helper for that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out.
I don't think I'm even gonna need a pushback, dude.
But we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away
Darwin
any
ground,
laptops or
QA-1901
tablets.
with Mike ready to taxi I-4.
QA-1901 taxi to and hold short of runway 29er via taxiway at Lima Hotel Golf.
Yeah, I'm a little new with VATSIM.
133.1 when ready.
I've flown one VATSIM flight, but I've been flying Microsoft Simulator since 1995. So that was probably, I don't know, right when a lot of you were being born. But it's cool though. We're all fucking simmers. We're all flight enthusiasts. So I'll get VATSIM down at some point. But when I was playing in 95, nothing like that existed.
QA-1901, please acknowledge.
Taxi to and hold short runway 29er using taxiway at Lima Hotel Golf QA-1901.
12,000 feet, 2151. We check that squawk. Yep, 2151. Let's set it to on. Turn constraints on. What did they say, 12,000? Yeah. Hey, how about you get seated back there? You know? Captain Shaq. What up, brother? Thank you so much. So much. Yeah, we're not even gonna need a pushback. So this can go. This can go for now. Yeah.
We're ready to go when you are.
Yeah. All right, baby. Hey, how about you?
Good afternoon, ladies and
You give
gentlemen,
me a
and
drink.
welcome aboard Flight 191. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
How about you bring me a drink, sweetheart? Landing lights can come on. All right, let's get these bad boys fired up and go to engine start. Go engine 1. Looking for positive in 1 on that sumbitch. We got it. Yeah, wait until you guys see the in-flight entertainment. It's highly interactive, and I think that I'm the first streamer, the first flight sim streamer to do this, and I don't see why anyone else didn't come up with this idea first, but I did. And so
you will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap.
But it's dope.
Fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency, and
wait
we
for
need to
who let the
evacuate
dogs
aircraft,
out.
there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you.
Engine
Please
2
firmly
can go ahead
open
and
the
come on.
mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head.
Positive
Head
in
strap is
2.
necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing,
Yo, Nightbot,
the life
shut
vest
up,
is
dude.
in a pouch under your seat or between the arms.
I set him for like
When
20
it's
minutes,
safe to
30
do so,
minutes
open the plastic
in
pouch
between
and
each
remove the
message,
vest.
and
Flip
he's
it over
just
your head.
fucking going off
Wrap
right
the
now.
straps around
He's
your waist
excited
and
too.
buckle at the front.
I'm
Pull the
sorry,
strap
Nightbot.
in. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling,
Oh, no,
or
this is
destroying
a
the smoke
smoking flight for
detectors
sure.
located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
We are out of here. Word, you said roll out, roll up. Roll up. Because we like them fruit roll-ups. Roll up. Roll up. Dude, I used to love fruit roll-ups. Me and my homies. Roll up. I thought I was off. So the only sub? Really? And there's 8 people watching? I know. I said I don't give a fuck about subs. I really don't. But only 1, really? Nah, just playing. Just wait until we get to cruising altitude. I guarantee you some in-flight entertainment. Go ahead and set flaps to 1. Speed brake armed. I can come back to crank APU and go off. Make it a bit quieter in here. Shaquille said shows 9 likes on my screen. Oh, I got the likes. I just didn't get the subs. It's all good though. When they see this in-flight entertainment, they're gonna sub, dude. I guarantee you. Or not, but it's pretty dope. And I don't see why. I don't actually know why anyone hasn't done anything like this before in the flight sim world. If they have, then I stand corrected, but if they haven't, then I'm a fucking legend, dude. I'm legendary. But you just wait until we get up to cruising altitude, 38,000 feet, and I'll drop it on you. It takes away from the boredom of flying at cruising altitudes for long periods of time. It really does. Okay, holding short.
Darwin Tower QA19er 1 ready to go runway 29er IFR to Cairns.
QA19er 1 cleared for takeoff runway 29er.
Cleared for takeoff runway 29er QA19er 1.
Yeah, Microsoft, like, make a right into the dirt. You remember when Apple Maps were, like, all screwed up? And, like, people got in crashes and shit? Yeah, this is, like... You gotta use common sense. All right. Let's see. Strobe can come on. Nav lights to take off. Everything else looks good. Look good down here. All right, we are ready to depart. Toga. Airspeed is active. V1. Rotating. Ooh, kind of windy. Gear up. Throttle on manage mode.
QA 19er, 1 contact Darwin departure on 134.1.
134.1 QA 19er 1.
I'm gonna hand fly it up to 10.
QA 19er 1 is climbing through 1,200 feet for 12,000 feet.
QA 19er 1 Darwin departure continue to balloon as planned.
Turn on the flight director.
29.78.
29.78. It's beautiful. Coming up on another left here. Go ahead and let flaps down to 0 and gain speed. Dip the nose just a little bit. Go ahead and start our turn. Still hand flying, by the way. Oh, I need another fucking beer bad.
QA 19er 1 contact Brisbane Center on 123.85.
Copy that. 123
display 85 for QA 19er 1. Brisbane Center QA 19er 1 is climbing through 7,600 feet for 12,000 feet.
QA 19er 1 Brisbane Center continue to midship as planned. Altimeter 29.77.
Oh, they changed the altimeter again. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more. How can I connect to the Wi-Fi if I can't connect to the Wi-Fi? I don't know, just a thought. I found out with PACX that you really have to engage your passengers a lot and your flight crew. Oh, the rainbow, dude.
QA 19er 1 climb and maintain flight level 230.
Time that
Climb and maintain flight level 230 QA 19er 1.
Cheers, Drew Stone. Shaquille O'Neal, here we go. You know it, baby. You know it. I said Shaquille O'Neal, dude. I meant oatmeal. The two sound so much alike that you're like, I'll just go with the shorter version. Yeah, Nightbot is tripping, dude. We can spamming, Nightbot spamming, and it should be blocking spammers, right? Here, I'm gonna see if I can adjust Nightbot again. Well, we got our jiggles going on. We got a 6 knot an hour nose wind that's bouncing us all over the place. Yeah, I know Ferris wasn't spamming. Something's up. I gotta get the mod to look at what's going on with Nightbot. Here, maybe that'll make a difference.
QA191 climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310 QA191.
The 310? Yeah. How many of you guys watched the Joe Rogan Experience? You think he's a pretty smart guy? I think he's fucking brilliant.
Guess.
30.
No.
12. I'm bad at
I'm
this.
49.
Wow, you look great, dude.
No. Well,
You do.
That's very nice of you. Everyone online tells me I look old. Look how
God,
fucking old he
stop
looks now.
reading
Look how
comments.
fucking old he looks now.
Listen, if I was 20, I would say that shit too. This guy looks old as fuck. But
Yeah.
as an actual person that's near your age,
Yeah.
I think you look great.
Yeah. Thank you. You look great too.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe
how
no
do we
one's
get
done
to
this.
What were we talking about?
Seriously.
before that?
Oh, well, who was the guy with the glasses? Greg had glasses on.
Oh, we're
and
talking-
so I have glasses now. I wear glasses only for reading my phone, and I know how I know why my glasses went my eyes went bad.
Why?
And I actually you said this the other day in your show. You said make it bigger for my old ass eyes. You said.
Right.
I was like,
I know how you.
That's
got
All right,
you
Captain
got
Shaquille.
old. Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me about something important, like
I had
a
to
chemical
get
exposure
No,
or
I
something. I know how it went bad.
no,
I just got old.
No, I do have a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a real thing. This is what it is. When you wake up in the morning and it's still dark, don't look at your phone until you've turned the lights on.
And that fixes everything?
No, that's when you damage your eyes. Looking at
Are
your
you sure?
phone in the dark. I felt them break. I felt my eyes break. Yeah.
He said, nah, don't watch it.
No, it's in the dark.
Some
The bright light of the
Pussy
in the dark.
ass eyes that are scared of matches.
I think it's when you.
What should we watch then? We got 2 hours, dude. We got to watch something. QA1901. Maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380.
See? I told you.
Climb and maintain flight level 380 QA1901.
Oh, you don't watch it. Dude, you should. Joe Rogan, he's had over 1,000 guests on his podcast, and it's no wonder that Spotify fucking paid him as much as they did. They paid him a nice chunk of change. You want to go back?
Look at your phone in the dark is what makes it go.
Imagine if you looked at difficult, like the eyes are so much different than a lot of parts of your body. Because like if you lift difficult things with your legs, you get bigger legs. But if you
Wait.
look at too much shit with your eyes, they break.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? You don't
That's
think
true.
so? Dude, I'm a doctor,
that's
basically.
True. That's true. That's what I'm saying.
Joe gets
Like,
Tom
legitimate-
so
first of all,
drunk.
they're going to break no matter what, right? And
Yeah.
part of it is
But
apparently...
your legs break down eventually as you get older.
They're already breaking down.
Yeah.
But I think it's also like there's a thing about looking at
Be
something
right back. I'm gonna get
that's
some more
always
beer.
a certain distance from you
Mm-hmm.
on a regular basis over and over and over again. I don't think we're supposed to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
Especially in the
think-
dark.
but-
When you wake up in the morning, it's dark
Mhm.
and there's a bright thing. I believe it accentuates the speed at which it's not good for your eyes because it's that your eyes are exposed in photography. You're exposed for the darkness. Your irises are at a certain point, and then all of a sudden you hit it with this bright light. That's what broke. I felt it break. I remember the day it went out of focus. It was in the morning. I was looking at my phone. Okay. Anyways.
I don't like to be overly optimistic about some shit that I barely understand, but I think that super smart dudes are really on the ball when it comes to like vision and therapies for vision deterioration. I had the guy Andrew Huberman who works on that specifically, and he was talking about they're going to be able to put injections into people's eyes, and then I'm absolutely butchering this, but then do something with virtual reality that actually improves the way your vision is.
I remember seeing
Oh,
that. I
and
don't like the way that
so
it's
they can
recorded, but
they
it
can
seems
they
good.
can bring our without the laser eye surgery. I haven't had that.
Scientists have
Right.
reversed age-related blindness by
Yeah.
deliberately infecting the eyes with a virus. This is exactly what Huberman was talking about. A small, and this is from 2017, and preliminary clinical trial has found that injecting a common cold-like virus in the eyes of age-related macular degeneration patients, one of the leading causes of blindness in the U.S., it can halt and even reverse the progression of the disease. So it could reverse.
Wow.
So these people they're way smarter than you and I, Tom. They're different kind of humans.
Yeah.
They're out there trying to fix problems with cancer
Mhm.
and age and telomere length and mental deterioration and all the things that plague all of us.
Mhm.
They're out there working on it while we're talking shit. We're just here talking shit.
And you're bringing attention to it, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. There's but I mean, like seriously, like, yeah, that's That would be. I would get that.
My friend
I would
Cam
get that. I
Haynes-
would get that injection because I can't stand. It's blurry when I look at my phone.
It's
now.
so annoying.
Is it blurry when you look at your phone?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I feel better.
Yeah, like if I look at my phone, like I can read it right.
I
from
heard
here.
you say that on the phone.
But it's not
on
perfect.
I heard you say that on the show the other day, and I actually felt like.
Dude, if I put
Oh,
glasses
good.
on, it looks
Oh,
great.
I was
That's
like,
why I
oh,
have
good.
these.
I was like, oh, good. Like,
That looks
I'm,
nice.
yes.
I put these bitches
I
on?
I thought I should go get my glasses out of the van.
I can see.
You put a camera out by the van? I'll show you the van. My van's here. I'm having fun. I can't. This is, first of all, thank you, Joe, for
Thank
having
you.
me. Thank
Thanks,
you for
buddy.
having me.
My
on the
pleasure,
show.
brother. And thank you for like legitimately inspiring me. That's not bullshit. Your show was one of the first things that I ever did where I thought, oh my god, you could do this on your own. When I went to your house and you had these wires going through your living room and then you had a server room, and me and Red Band were like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
It
What's
was
up, Red Band?
part of
Yeah.
what
Thank you.
got me interested in doing a podcast was
well,
going to your spot.
You know, thank you for the inspiration, my friend. Because I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I think we're all in this together, man. But you no doubt, without any question, you helped me a lot. Because you gave me a thought that I didn't really.
QA19er1. Brisbane Center QA19er1 flight level tree 80.
I forgot to turn off the
QA19er1 Brisbane
seatbelt.
Center continue to nerdy as planned.
And say something nice like, if you look out your right window, you will
The
see
flight
something
crew
that
has
is
turned
not
off the
there.
seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin.
Wow.
However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
Took my satisfaction to 100%.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note that we only accept credit cards.
Yo, let's get back to Joe Rogan.
They have before. That some guy could be so ahead of the curve that, I mean, you were doing this in like 2000 and like, what, 4? What were you doing? What year?
You have given me the inspiration of saying, oh shit, it actually could work. It works.
It does work.
Joe fucking did it.
Yeah, but I got the idea. A lot of it was from
Yeah,
you,
so
and the rest of it
I'm
was
saying-
from Opie and Anthony.
You know, I think you're inspiring so many people, because the thing is, that's the hardest part about being creative or being an artist or whatever you want to call it, a comedian, a writer, a musician, all these things, right? You dream something. So the idea of not quitting, right? That's like really the thing, because like everybody kind of sort of second guesses himself and says, maybe I shouldn't just be doing this. You know?
I'm mentally ill, Tom Green. I don't let things go.
Yeah, it's beautiful though, man, because it's great to see. I mean, here we are in, first of all, the UFO studio, which I love, and I wanted to ask you some questions about it.
Okay.
If what is the inspiration for this incredible
Chinese restaurants. No disrespect.
Oh.
Love Chinese restaurants.
Oh wow, I actually didn't even notice that until now.
I'm joking. I hope people don't get mad at me for that.
No, they
I
won't.
love Chinese restaurants.
It does feel like that.
It's not
though.
negative.
No, it's great.
No, honestly,
It's not. It's not that.
it was. This was the whole idea behind it. We Matt Alvarez, who's the guy who built it, and we were thinking of like what to do with the space. There was a circular space like this. The shape of the space is already there, and I was like, that'd be kind of cool to have a podcast in there. And then we found out that they have these sound panels that look like this, and you can make them in different designs. You can choose what designs you get. I'm like, oh, those would be kind of dope.
I don't know. What should we watch? We got 2 hours. And we haven't even begun to, really get into this flight yet. Like, we're not even a quarter of the way there. So shout out some things on YouTube that you think we should watch. No music. Yeah, because right now we are cruising. Go ahead and unarm the speed brakes. Oh, I know, finally Nightbot shut up, right? I don't know, maybe I should do a partial view of like the cockpit and the passenger cam. But if I see any other passenger cameras out there, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know where you got it from.
Not a problem.
Get a drink from the flight attendant. And we are cruising, people. So beautiful, dude. Train spotting? Nah. Plane spotting. Definitely. I would plane spot over train spotting any day. There's so many, you know? You get like 15 landings in an hour. versus like 1 train per day, 2 trains per day. I get the appeal of both of them though, but I would much rather have the influx of emotions. Let's go back to Joe Rogan again, dude. I'm seriously curious.
It's like things on the wall, and we just put it together. And he did it all within 5 or 6 weeks of the time we decided we're going to move here. So it happened so quick. So what he's done, you know, with all this design and everything, is we just ran with it. You know, it wasn't anything that was thought out. And people are like, God, it's weird in there. Like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. But this is not the end. This is what I needed to get in here. This is like, think of this as a spaceship. It takes us from the LA podcast studio to the Texas podcast studio. The Texas podcast studio is under construction currently.
Yeah.
So when all that's, this is our spaceship.
This is not the Texas podcast studio?
We're in a spaceship.
Deep in the
We
heart
travel
of Texas.
From one podcast studio through
Right.
this
Yeah.
spaceship to the next.
Oh, so this is not the
podcast.
studio.
This is not the ultimate destination.
Oh, we're not
Tom
in the
Green.
studio.
This is the spaceship leading us from one studio to the next.
I thought I was in the studio. So there's a new studio coming.
New studio.
When's that going to be?
When Odin blesses us with his praise, we have to wait.
But
No one's bringing back Odin. Imagine if you wanted to
you know
bring
what
back Greek gods.
Joe's
Let's just
drunk
go
as
back to the
fuck, and
classics,
so is
guys.
Tom, dude.
Thor,
They're completely
Athena.
hammered.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, let me ask you a question. If this is the spaceship and the new
Yes.
studio, is it going to be in close environment like I like? This is kind of really interesting to me.
Do you like it better?
Yes.
Really?
Now that I'm sitting here, before I might have said, you know, well, you could, you know, it's Joe fucking Rogan. He could have as much space as he wants, but he could put himself in a big, giant thing, Coliseum kind of place. Background, deep background. You could have like, but the thing is like, no, because I always think about depth in photography. I think about depth, but then when you, as far as the experience, when you're in an intimate conversation with one person for an hour, you're sitting there going, oh, we're going to talk to each other for an hour. Kind of nice feeling like there's not people back far in the distance. You know, it's kind of it creates an interesting environment. Like just acoustically, it's really cool.
Acoustically,
so
it's nice.
That's what I have to say about that.
There's less space, which makes us somehow or another more intimate with the same amount of distance.
So
between
is it
each
going to
other.
be an enclosed space or is it going to be a larger room?
It's going to be
And both would be good, by the way. for
Split
different-
the difference. It's going to split the difference, I think, between this one and the old one, but just be more normal. I think less distracting. You know,
This is awesome.
Thank you.
I mean,
I like it too, but I don't know if it's necessarily perfect. It's just fun. It's fun to be able to make. Look, I'm not a big designer, but it's fun to just do different shit. It'd be fun to have a green screen behind me and be in space every day, like different galaxies floating behind me. Like we could do a lot of shit.
so what is that you think that it is in people where we drive ourselves to kind of create this vision we have in our mind? You know, it's
Think
like you have a
ideas.
vision in your mind of this is not even the end of the vision. This is the beginning of the new vision, right? This is not even the studio. I thought it was in the studio.
Spaceship.
This is just a spaceship.
This is the first time anyone's hearing this, because it's the first time I've ever said it. Because it's the first time I thought of it.
Yeah. There is no other studio.
This is the next studio. It's taking us to the next studio.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
going to be another studio.
Oh, there is, yeah.
This is really is a spaceship.
Yeah.
Like if you could look at it, that would be a metaphor, right? Is that a metaphor? Technically.
Now, and listen, I'm not going to ask any more questions about the new studio because I want to.
Well, it's
I
just
wanna be
different
surprised.
shit, man.
I
I
wanna
want
be
to do.
surprised.
I want to do a bunch of different things, but I do want to do some where it's a room that's 100%.
Here, let's. Let's get into some shit.
Welcome back.
Here we go again.
Great to see you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
You will never forget what is going on in the world when you think about when your child was born. You will know for the
Yeah.
rest of this child's life, you were born during a weird time.
That's for sure.
That is for sure. probably the weirdest that I can remember.
Yeah. And he was born on May the 4th.
And that's hilarious too.
Yeah. It's good.
May the 4th be with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be.
Hopefully, I sure hope so.
Perfect.
Yes.
I mean, that was the perfect day for you.
I'm.
And
Yeah.
then, how do you say the name?
Well,
Is it a placeholder?
first of all, my partner is the one that actually mostly came up with the name.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she's great at names. So, I mean, it's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash. Yeah, and then A12. A12 is my contribution.
Oh, why A12?
Archangel 12, the precursor to the SR-71, coolest plane ever. It's true.
I agree with you. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I know what the
You don't know
SR-71 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that is. But
So the SR-71 came from a CIA program called Archangel.
oh.
It's the Archangel Project.
Oh.
And then Archangel 12.
Oh, wow. What a dope looking plane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, as a person who's very much into aerial travel, as you are, that's perfect.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, pretty great. So does it feel strange to have a child while this craziness is going? Does it feel like you've had children before? Is this any weirder?
I think it's better being older and having a kid. I appreciate it more. Yeah. Babies are awesome.
They are pretty awesome.
They're awesome. Yeah.
When I didn't have any of my own, I would see other people's kids, and I didn't not like them.
Sure.
But I wasn't drawn to them.
Sure.
But now when I see little people's kids, I'm like, oh, I think of them as like these little love packages.
Yeah, the little love bugs.
Yeah, it's just you think of them differently when you see them come out and then grow and then eventually start talking to you. Like your whole idea what a baby is very different.
Yeah.
I got that in Mexico. I was hoping it holds joints.
Does it do anything? It seems to
No,
open.
it just would be a good size to hold joints. Or not.
So is that a joint? Or is it a
What?
cigar?
No,
Okay.
it's marijuana
it's
inside
weed.
of tobacco.
Oh, okay. So it's like pot tobacco
Yeah.
pods.
You never had that?
Yeah, I think I tried one once.
Want some of it? Probably can't because Stockholm, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Okay.
How does that work? Do people get upset at you if you do certain things? There's tobacco and marijuana in there. That's all it is. The combination of tobacco and marijuana is wonderful. First turned onto it by Charlie Murphy and then reignited by Dave Chappelle. Hey,
Plus whiskey. Haha, exactly.
perfect. Balances it out.
I mean,
I'm a firm believer in
alcohol
that.
is a drug. It's been grandfathered in.
Well, it's not just a drug. It's a drug that gets a bad rap. Because if you just have a little, it's great.
Fine.
Yeah, a little sip here and there, and your inhibitions are relaxed, and it shows your true self, and hopefully you're more joyous and friendly and happy. And
Right, back to the flight. Okay, we're a little over a quarter of the way there. Good. Let me look up. Oh yeah, all these lights can come off. We got to turn them off. Turn off. Strobe and beacon can stay on.
Brisbane Center QA1901 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Wow, we've got
QA1901
a...
continue to do map turning and following heading 230, proceed on course.
Oh wow, we've got a 30-knot tailwind.
Continue to do map turning and following heading 230, resume on navigation QA1901.
Right here, 280-279-33.
QA1901 contact Brisbane Center on 133.7.
arrow
133
pointing up your
decimal,
ass,
QA
that's a
1901.
tailwind.
Brisbane Center QA1901 flight level 380.
QA1901 Brisbane Center, continue to dual out as planned.
Let's look at some scenery. Wow. Screenshot! Screenshot! Just in case you were wondering if we were going to sit back in the passenger cabin all day, no, we are not. We got a bird to fly, people. We got a bird to fly. But I like to provide you with multiple forms of entertainment. The game, random videos on the internet. Like, you can call out a video right now, I'll pull it up, you know? Just shit you would actually do in an airline, you know, on an airline flight.
Worry is people that can't handle it. Like the real worry about people who can't handle cars that can go 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds or anything. Have you ever considered something that, like, imagine if one day everyone has a car that's on the same, at least technological standard as one of your cars, and everyone agrees that the smart thing to do is not just to have bumpers, but to perhaps have some sort of a magnetic repellent device, something, some electromagnetic field around the cars, that as cars come close to each other, they automatically radically decelerate because of magnets or something.
Well, I mean, our cars brake automatically.
Brake.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they see things.
Yes.
But like a physical barrier.
Well, the wheels work pretty well as brake.
The wheels do.
Yeah, yeah. They work pretty well. Decelerated at, 1.1 to 1.2 Gs.
Is there a concern that one day all your cars will be on the road and then there'll still be regular people with regular cars 20, 30 years from now that'll get in the mix and be the main problem?
Yeah, I think it'd be sort of like, there was a time of transition where there were horses and gasoline cars on the road at the same time. It's been pretty weird.
Oh, that would be the weirdest.
Yeah. And horses were tricky, back when Manhattan had like 300,000 horses. You figure like a horse lives 15 years, got 20,000 horses dropping dead every day, or every year, I should say. Every year is 20,000 horses if there's 300,000 horses in a 15-year lifespan.
Back in the Gangs in New York days. That movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dead horses, and then you need a horse to move the horse.
Right.
And they'll probably get pretty freaked out if you're a dead horse.
You think they know what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like pretty weird. Like,
no, I would imagine.
why am I dragging this dead, horse around? And I'm a horse.
Do you ever
like
stop and think about your role in civilization? Do you ever stop and think about your role in the culture? Because me, as a person who never met you until today, when I think of you, I've always thought of you as being this weirdo super inventor dude who just somehow or another keeps coming up with new shit. But there's not a lot of you out there. Like, everybody else seems to be, I mean, obviously you make a lot of money, and there's a lot of people that make a lot of money. You like that clock?
Yeah.
Pretty dope, right?
This is a great clock.
Yeah, you want one? I'll get you one.
Sure.
Okay. Done.
I like weird things like this.
Oh, this is the coolest. It's TGT Promotion. What is this? TGT Studios? TGT Studios? Yeah. It's a gentleman who makes all this by hand. Yeah, it's really cool.
My study is filled with weird devices.
Well, get ready for another one.
All right.
I'm sending it your way.
Cool.
You want a werewolf too? I'll hook you up.
All right. I'll take one.
One werewolf and one clock coming up. Do you think about your role in the culture? Because me, as a person who never met you until today, I've always looked at you and like, wow, like, how does this guy just keep inventing shit? Like, how do you keep coming up with all these new devices? And what do you ever?
Everything is looking golden for this flight, dude. Like, seriously. No autopilot issues, no Chinese ILS issues, no, golden. Both engines are spooled up.
Consider how unusual. Like, I had a dream once that there was a million Teslas instead of like one Tesla. There was a million Teslas.
Okay.
Not Tesla the car, but Nikola.
Oh yeah, sure.
And that in his day, there was 1 million people like him who were radically innovative. It was a weird dream, man. It was so strange. And I've had it more than once.
Result in very rapid technology innovation, that's for sure.
It's one of the only dreams in my life I've had more than one time.
Okay.
Like where I've woken up and it's in the same dream. I'm in the same dream. And in this dream, it's 1940s, 1950s, but everyone is severely advanced. There's flying blimps with like LCD screens on the side of them, and everything's bizarre and strange. And it stuck with me for whatever, and obviously this is just a stupid dream, but for whatever reason, all these years that stuck with me. Like, it takes one man like Nikola Tesla to have more than 100 inventions that were patents, right? I mean, he had some
pretty great,
pretty fucking amazing ideas.
Yes.
But there
definitely.
was, in his day, there was very few people like him.
Yeah, that's true.
What if there was 1 million? Like, what? And
things would advance very quickly.
Right. But there's not 1 million Elon Musks. There's one, motherfucker. Do you think about that? Or you just try to not?
I don't think you'd necessarily want to be me.
Well, what's the worst part about
I don't
you?
think people would like it that much.
Well, most people wouldn't, but they can't be you. So that's like some superhero type shit. You know, I wouldn't want to be Spider-Man. I'd just sleep tight in Gotham City. I hope he's out there doing his job.
It's very hard to turn it off.
Yeah. What's the hardest part?
It might sound great if it's turned
sleep.
on, but what if it doesn't turn off?
Now, I showed you the isolation tank, and you've never experienced that before.
No.
I think that could help you turn it off a little bit. Just figure it out. Yeah, just give you a little bit of sleep, a little bit of perspective. Some magnesium that you get from the water as well that makes you sleep easier because the water has Epsom salts in it. But maybe some sort of strategy for sacrificing your or not sacrificing, but enhancing your biological recovery time by figuring out a way, whether it's through meditation or some other ways, to shut off that thing at night. Like, you must have like a constant stream of ideas that's running through your head all the time. You getting text messages from chicks?
No. I'm getting text messages from friends saying, "What the hell are you doing smoking weed?"
Is that bad for you? It's legal. It's government approved.
It's not, you know, I'm not a regular smoker
Elon.
of weed.
How often do you smoke it?
Almost never.
How's
I
it
mean,
feel?
it's I don't actually notice any effect.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
there was
sure
a
you
time
don't.
where I think it was Ramdas or someone gave some Buddhist monk a bunch of acid.
Okay.
He's high as fuck, dude. Elon is high as fuck right now.
Okay.
And he ate it, and it had no effect on him.
I doubt that.
I would say that too, but I've never meditated to the level that some of these people have, where they're constantly meditating all day. They don't have any material possessions, and all of their energy is spent trying to achieve a certain mindset. I would like to cynically deny that. I'd like to cynically say, they just fucking think the same way I do. They just hang out with flip-flops on and make weird noises. But maybe no.
You know, I know a lot of people like weed, and that's fine. But I don't find that it is very good for productivity.
For you.
Not for me.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that for someone like you, it's not. Someone like you, it'd be more like a cup of coffee, right? You want to yerba mate.
Yeah, it's more like the opposite of a cup of coffee.
What do
it's
you
like
like?
a cup of coffee in reverse.
Oh, weed is.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you would like more like what would be beneficial to you would be like coffee.
I like to get things done. I like to be useful. That is one of the hardest things to do, is to be useful.
When you say you like to get things done, like
Yes.
in terms of like what
Like to get things
gives
done.
you satisfaction, when you complete a project, when something that you invent comes to fruition and you see people enjoying it, that feeling.
Yes, doing something useful for other people, that I like doing.
That's interesting. For other people.
Yes.
So that, do you think that that is maybe the way you recognize that you have this unusual position in the culture where you can uniquely influence certain things because of this? I mean, you essentially have a gift, right? I mean, you would think it was a curse, but I'm sure it's been fueled by many, many years of discipline and learning. But you essentially have a gift, and that you have this radical sort of creativity engine when it comes to innovation and technology. It's like you're going at a very high RPMs.
All the time.
What is that like?
It doesn't stop. I don't know what would happen if I got into a sensory deprivation tank.
Let's try it.
It sounds concerning. It's
Well,
like
why?
running the engine with no resistance. That just seems...
Is that what it is, though? Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's fine. I don't know.
How
I'll
much-
try it. I'll try it.
Have you ever
It's fine.
experimented with meditation or anything?
Yes.
What do you do? Or what have you done, rather?
I mean, you just sort of sit there and be quiet and then repeat some mantra, which acts as a focal point. It does still the mind. It does still the mind. But I don't find myself drawn to it frequently.
Do you think that perhaps productivity is maybe more attractive to you than enlightenment? And like, or even the concept of whatever enlightenment means? Like, what are you trying to achieve when you're meditating all the time? With you, it seems like almost like there's a franticness to your creativity that comes out of this burning furnace. And in order for you to like calm that thing down, you might have to throw too much water on it.
It's like a never-ending explosion.
Like, what is it like? Like, try to explain it to a dumb person like me. What's going on in the head?
Never-ending explosion.
It's just constant ideas, just bouncing around.
Yes.
Whew. Damn.
Yeah.
So when everybody leaves, it's just Elon sitting at home, brushing his teeth. Just a bunch of ideas bouncing around your head.
Yeah.
Whew.
All the time.
When did you realize that that's not the case with most people?
I think when I was, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. I thought I was insane.
Why'd you think you were insane?
Because it's clear that other people did not. Their mind wasn't exploding with ideas all the time.
They weren't expressing it. They weren't talking about it all the time. And you realized by the time you were 5 or 6, like, oh, they're probably not even getting this thing that I'm getting.
No. It was just strange. It was like, I'm strange. That was my conclusion. I'm strange.
But did you feel diminished by it in any way? Like knowing that this is a weird thing that you really probably couldn't commiserate with other people? They wouldn't understand you?
I hope they wouldn't find out, because they might like put me away or something.
You thought that?
For a second, yes.
When you were little?
Yeah, I knew they put people away. What if they put me away?
Like when you were little, you thought this?
Yes.
Wow. Like you thought this is so radically different than the people that are around me. If they find out I got this stream coming in.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know, I was only like 5 or 6. So.
Do you think this is like, I mean, there's outliers biologically. You mean there's people that are 7'9", there's people that have giant hands, there's people that have eyes that are 20/15 vision. There's always outliers. Do you feel like you like caught this? Like you have got you like on some weird innovation, creativity sort of wave that's very unusual. Like you tapped into. I mean, just think of the various things you've been able to accomplish in a very short amount of time, and you're constantly doing this. That's you're a weird person, right?
I agree.
Yeah. Like, what if there's a million Elon Musks?
Well, that would be very, very weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'd be pretty weird. I agree.
Real weird.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What if there are a million Joe Rogans?
Oh, there probably is. There's probably 2 million. I mean, I think that's the case with a lot of folks.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
QA191 contact Brisbane Center on 135.7.
135.7, roger that, QA191.
135.7 QA191. Brisbane Center QA191 flight level 380.
QA191 Brisbane Center, continue to Murdoch as planned.
Is there no one on YouTube at this time? Except 2 viewers? Wow. That's because they lock shit down by country. Unless you specifically know the link, it ain't gonna show up in your feed.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry about that. About halfway there. Yes. All right. Just finished blasting social media. And what do you guys want to watch? You want to keep it Joe Rogan?
What kind of music you listening to?
I listen to everything. I do. I listen to a lot of classic rock for whatever reason. But I've been listening to a lot of Kanye West over the last few weeks.
Tell me what he's talking about.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about a lot of crazy shit. He actually talked about DMT in one of his recent songs.
Really? You think he did that before?
I think he did.
Oh, man.
Well, I know he's friends with Kid Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
Kid Cudi's been in here, and Kid Cudi's had some psychedelic experiences.
Yeah. Once you go there, it's just you don't want to do nothing else again.
Well, it puts it all in the perspective. It lets you see that as much as this thing seems to be important, this is all temporary, and you're a part of forever.
And it also allows you to become comfortable with death.
Yeah. Yeah, you know who said that? Larry Hagman. Remember that guy Dallas?
Yeah.
From JR
from Dallas.
He did an interview with CNN once.
And I Dream of Genie as well.
Yeah, that's right. He sprung it on him on CNN once. He was talking about how he did acid. He took a big dose of acid, and he's never worried about death ever again. That it just alleviated his worry about passing on.
That's wild. It's just that I felt the same way. And I said, wow, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. I think DMT even more specifically because they think
why does it affect the mind that way? What causes it to affect the mind that way?
They don't totally know.
That it make it visioning. Visualize everything.
They don't totally know. They know that your brain makes it. They know that your body makes it, they should say. They know that it's produced in your liver and their lungs, and there's some evidence now because they found it in rats that the pineal gland produces it, which is that's the third eye of Eastern mysticism. That gland actually in rats, they've proven, produces DMT, and they think it does so in people too.
Once I did, I wanted to do it again and again and again. And they said, you shouldn't do it too much, Mike. But I said, man, I got to, grasp what's going on here. Why am I feeling this? Why did this, in a weird way, humbled you?
I don't think you should listen to the people who say you shouldn't do it too much. I think you should do it as much as you want.
That's what I agree with, too.
Yeah.
I agree.
You could handle it. If you could handle being Mike Tyson, you can handle doing DMT.
DMT, yeah, that's what I think I'm going. I think I'm going in that direction.
Well, I mean, it's not something you should do all day, every day, but you can learn a lot from it. It's very beneficial and very strange that it's illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Even though, Terrence McKenna had a joke about it because your body's making it, so everybody's holding. We all have it. It's illegal, but it's like making blood illegal. Everybody has it.
Isn't it wild when they go to Sonora Desert when they find these toads?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never experienced it from the toad. I've only experienced
it on television.
With the way they extract it?
Yeah, they grab him and they squeeze it. They bust his pimples and they bust it on the glass or mirror and then they take it off and they let it harden.
Yeah, they let it dry in the sun. They scrape it off with a razor blade.
Yes.
I've only had it synthetically made in a laboratory. You used to be able to buy it online. You used to be able to buy a fucking can of it, like this big, enough to get a whole state high. You just buy it online. It was totally legal.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's bizarre that it's illegal.
Well, they would say not for human consumption. Well, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with it if you're not using it for human consumption. But you used to be able to buy it.
I've never felt anything like that before.
No, nothing like that.
Makes me not want to do nothing else can supersede that.
How long ago did it happen?
Around 2 months ago.
Yeah. Did you write down what happened after it happened, or did you record it?
No, I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
Yeah, me too. It goes away like a dream. Right?
It comes off, you're so scared. It starts off like this and me no, yeah! That's how I start. No, I don't want to be this. I said, hey, I want this to stop now. And the guy was like, hey, you're on the ride. And I'm like, no, yeah! I love it. I love you.
Yeah. Love everybody.
Yeah, so spazzed out.
Yeah. Did you have a hard time letting go?
At the beginning, I was fighting it. I was thinking, stop. I wanted to stop now. I just jumped. Stop this shit now. Stop. And the guy was like, hey, the show was like, I can't do it. You gotta go for the ride, dude. And it was like, oh, man. It's like I'm dying. Things are going on my feet. I'm seeing the Aztec things. I'm seeing toads. I'm just seeing weird animals. Things just flying. It's just It's like another chamber. It's boom, flashing, like boom.
Yeah.
And you gone. It's like a rocket. You taking off. Boom.
Yeah, it's beyond your imagination.
Yeah, that's inconceivable. Can't even explain it.
Well, I'm hoping that they start with psilocybin because I know MAPS, they're doing some great work with that, trying to get these things legalized, especially they're doing MDMA studies with veterans and people with PTSD, and they're having great results. They're moving into psilocybin. They would love to get psilocybin legal, and it's up for ballot. I think it was in Oregon. Is that where it is? It's up for, I think Oregon is up for legalization this year, and it may be eventually in California as well. They may
How you think they're gonna do with that?
It should be legal. It doesn't kill anybody. It should be, it's not a bad thing if they regulate it, if they make it for therapeutic use and just set up centers where experts can show, but they shouldn't make it prohibitive for people to own it or even grow their own. It's not a bad idea to set up places where people can do it under a professional's care, a shaman's care, a physician's care. That's a good idea. But making it illegal is a bad idea because it helps a lot of people. You know, people think of it as a party drug. They think you're going to do mushrooms and freak out and go fucking run around naked and, what's on mushrooms?
I used to do mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, psilocybin and DMT are very closely related chemically. All those really potent psychedelic drugs are very closely related. They all break down in some similar path inside your brain and give you that weird ego dissolving experience. You know, that's one thing.
Yeah, most of the
I've been told that you were born again, basically, 3 or 4 months ago. That you found a place where, and I'd like you to explain this to me, the toad. I'd like you to explain the toad to me.
You understand the toad?
Is it like ayahuasca?
No, it takes you to another level. Ayahuasca is nothing compared to this.
Is it called DMT?
Yes. The toad, and it's in the Sonora Desert, and it has a venom in it. And you smoke it. Once I tried it, boom! Everything just went so fast. And when I fell out, the only thing I was conscious about was out. My brain was still functioning, my thoughts, I could still talk to myself, I could hear my mind, and I was saying, I fucked up. And I killed myself.
Because you killed me?
Yeah, I was dying. It was just really mind-blowing.
Spiritual in nature, though, right?
Yeah,
like you're just...
Yeah, really, my whole life totally changed. It sounds like a movie script, but it's really a real deal.
At that moment, you're talking about like you come to and you are altered. You are altered and it stayed.
I don't know. I wake up, I'm happy, I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I think, what the
Really?
happened? Yeah.
Really?
Had no idea.
So sex, cocaine, championship belt, those weren't happiness?
Nothing, no. It lasts forever, but it was only 15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes. Wow, Iron Mike. So we just connected from the passenger view back to the pilot's view. Everything is looking stable here. Yeah, everything is looking stable, dude. This is the smoothest flight that I think I've had in a very long time. So let's jump back into the passenger view, shall we?
It felt like hours. It was frightening.
Because of that ego thing, because you realize you're small all of a sudden.
Yeah, once I realized that I'm nothing, I realized all my fancy clothes, my big car.
Can you explain to me why it makes you emotional just talking about it? Because I imagine the reason it makes you emotional is because for 4 decades you've been trying to find happy, man.
You know, when you think you know everything, then you realize you don't know anything. That's a big awakening. You can call it growth or you can call it divine intervention.
You do realize you're talking about the toad like someone would talk about God, right?
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's God. I'm not going to put nothing in the same breath as God.
Can you explain how it changed you?
It was just the death of your ego. Your ego died. I felt so naked and afraid. at that particular time because that's all that really had me. Really think about it was my ego.
That's interesting because your ego served you too, or in some of the ways that other people would measure success.
No doubt, 100%. It made me that guy that I really wasn't interested in as I got older. But that made me a very special and famous person.
What can you tell me about how that ego was formed?
Well, it all started with customizing. I never knew what an ego was until he expressed to me what an ego was and how successful, the most successful people have the biggest egos.
I believe he will be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time.
And I just believe what he
Oh,
told
Customato.
me. And everything he told me was right. Everything he told me gave me success and gave me all the power that I thought I ever wanted.
Did Cuss give you any of the tools to shut off the ego?
No. Why would he do that? The only thing that I had was my ego.
Is that the first time you felt sort of love and safety?
100%, yeah.
I can say honestly, I have a very deep affection for him. I do. And he gives me the motivation. I will stay alive, and I will watch him become a success. Because I will not leave until that happens.
He was my right
And
hand.
he left exactly when that happened. Once Mike blew up, Cuss checked out.
I didn't want to let Cuss down. The only guy that believed in me.
The only guy. When you look back at his love and that discipline, have you had another love like that in your life that felt like that? Because that was the first time you felt cared for.
I love Cuss as a father because it's really like a general. And you have to listen to the general. You have to believe everything.
You were a soldier.
You have to believe everything the general says is right. You can't second guess it.
But do you now look back and be like, I could have gotten a little more compassion here?
I wouldn't have the relationships with my children that I had with Cuss. No, I wouldn't do that. But I'm so happy that I did have a relationship like that with him. I wouldn't want it to change any other way.
Was there any joy in your childhood?
I like him, joy when I made Customato happy.
So that was it. That's what love felt like,
Yeah,
succeeding
making
for
him
him.
happy, yeah.
Making him happy, accomplishing, feeding your ego, and then your ego becomes a monster.
Yeah, big time.
Word. Watching some deep shit in the passenger view. Let's select some events here. Our passenger satisfaction is 94%. So we will go ahead and tell them that we are ahead of schedule by 10 minutes. Because I deliberately, hang on. There we go. I deliberately set the time to departure for longer than it had to be. So that brought it up 1%. Let's go ahead and tell them that, well, first off, let's get another drink up in the,
You got it.
yeah. And then let's tell them to look outside their window and they will see the curvature of the earth. But now, if you guys have any good YouTube videos, shout them out in the chat. I will definitely passenger view them. Let's make sure everything's all right up in the cock. $18.5 or $18.15. Okay. So we're coming up on our destination pretty fucking fast. made good time. I'm gonna go ahead and request a decrease in altitude by 8,000.
Brisbane Center QA1901. Request flight level 300.
QA1901 descend and maintain flight level 310. Expect flight level 300.
Descend and maintain flight level 310.
310.
Expect flight level 300 QA1901.
Yo, let's get back to the passenger view, shall we?
And did you realize that your ego was a problem as you were climbing up?
No, my ego gave me everything I wanted. How could that be a monster?
What was that like to be the youngest heavyweight champion? Did you get to enjoy it, or was it just pressure, leeches, trust problems, betrayal, that everything that came with money and success after
Yeah,
that?
but I thought that's what it was. I was groomed to be Goliath. I wasn't groomed to be David. Even though I was small, I was the David guy because I'm smaller than everybody. But I was groomed to be Goliath because I'm so insecure. I was a monster because that's all I really knew. And that's all I wanted to be because I was the most successful fighter. But the way I was promoted, I'm Goliath, I'm a killer. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for me.
Wow, he actually started crying there, dude. Oh my God, I'm gonna click on this Eminem.
Dean Geislinger walks up to me. He's like, yo, man, you got one of those CDs? And I was like, yeah. And I kind of just tossed it to him, right? Didn't think nothing of it. I didn't know that Dean worked with Jimmy Ivy. So he gave it to Jimmy. Jimmy gave it to Dre. And I get the call, and I'm like, oh, shit. You know, this is about to happen.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to an On the Motherfucking Road Hot Box. I'm Evan Britton.
And I'm Mike Tyson.
And we got motherfucking...
And maintain flight level 300 QA1901.
We got orders. $300. Roger that. Gotta pay attention. What's the MEDAR data for this?
M&M.
Let me look really quick. Okay, winds are 130 at 14 knots. Yep. Alright, so let's go to performance. 130 at 14 knots. Plug that in. Temperature is 27 degrees. And the altimeter is 1012. All right, we got all that punched in. Airport is about, I don't know, 300 nautical miles out. Go half of that, and we'll get back to this Eminem interview from the passenger view. What up?
I'm in the house.
Shady in the house.
Yeah, you got Marshall right now.
Oh, no,
Shady's
Marshall.
like,
You tight?
this on?
Yeah, it's
Are we
on. Yeah.
Okay. Yo, I'm so excited, man. I if I start getting weird, just stop me.
It's all good, man.
Weird is good on this show.
Okay.
Yeah, we get a little weird.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I know we met at Kimmel, and I didn't get a chance to we didn't get a chance to talk. You know, I'm such a fucking huge fan. I can't even I feel like a kid right now, man. Like, this is crazy.
I remember I listened to your first album. It was a long time ago. It really didn't go nowhere, but I listened to it, and I heard you talk about cuss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first album.
Yeah, man. I've seen pretty much every documentary, every fight I've seen, everything that's available. You know what I'm saying? I'm humbled right now. I feel like a kid again.
Why did you become who you were?
Why did I become who I was?
Why would you do this? You know?
I just loved hip hop growing up as a kid. I just, it was it spoke to me than any other music I had ever heard before. You know, from Ice-T to Fat Boys,
Going to
and then
118
LL
decimal
Cool
to
J,
QA1901.
Run DMC,
Brisbane Center
Beastie Boys.
QA1901 flight level
And it's just
300.
I don't know. It was I didn't first I was a fan of the music. You know what I'm saying? Before I even thought about rapping. LL Cool J was the one who made me first start writing rhymes. And I was 12, 13 maybe. And it sucked. I wasn't good, but I had to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. I gave it up for a little while, then I started again back when I was 15 and started being able to kind of put songs together. And then I just was I'm starting it. I was never really good at much else, So I don't know. Once I found out I was decent at something, I kind of focused and just, went for it.
That's interesting, because I remember I was in a juvenile detention center, and we heard rappers delight. We said, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
Because we heard it in the streets in our neighborhood, but we never thought it'd be on the radio.
Yeah.
And it was on the radio. We were like, "What the hell was that?" And we were just all blown away.
Yeah.
That our music was being played on the radio.
Yeah. How about the fact that Rapper's Delight was a seven some odd minute song?
Yeah.
And the radio played it. They played it from top to bottom.
It was so popular. It was all off the hook.
Mm-hmm. And then Nucleus jam on it.
Jam on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dum, dum, dum.
I was I never really got into rock and roll or R&B or blues or anything like that. I just I'd listen to songs on the radio or whatever my mom was listening to in the car, but once hip hop came along, I just felt man, this is I don't know, I just was all in.
Yeah,
hip hop was I just can't even imagine it. It gave you pride.
Yeah.
You know, like us being the prototype of hip hop. At the beginning of it, it gave us pride to know that our music, people talk the way we talk, was being on television, being on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave us a lot of pride back then.
Yeah. And it's also like, it's just such a, if you think about like how hip hop from the start of it.
Well, I was there.
Yeah, and then it just like.
Police out in the front of every hip hop club, you got the whole New York police station out in front of the club.
Yeah.
It was just, and if you went to a hip hop club and you were marked, people say, oh, even in your neighborhood, you're hardcore bebop hip hop, and it's, what the fuck you fucking with those niggas for, Mike? That's what they used to say, what you fucking with them for? Even people in the neighborhood, what you fucking with them niggas for? But those was our people. All the criminals, the thieves, we all listened to hip hop. The money makers and everything, the killers, the robbers, all the fucking street urchins, we all listen to that. That's what we listen to. As soon as we listen to it, we enjoy it, but we surveying everything. We're looking at the people with the jewelry, the coats, the clothes, and looking right, and then we're getting ready to get them after the club is over.
Yeah.
And that's just what hip hop was about. All the robbers and thieves would come in there and enjoy the music, but after it was over, we going to rob.
Yeah.
And that's what hip hop was about.
Yeah. Once Breakin' came out, the movie Breakin', and then Crush Groove and Beat Street, man, it was like, it just put the whole culture of hip hop on the map in a place where you could see with the music. You know what I'm saying? You had the visual, and you had,
All right, that sound is fucking really loud. I'm gonna have to replace that. But we're coming up on our next waypoint here, which is Damil, which I should be at 18,000 for. So I'm gonna request a 10,000 foot decrease.
Brisbane Center QA1901. Request flight level 200.
QA1901 descend and maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 200.
Descend and maintain flight level 230. Expect flight level 200 QA19.
Oh, we're really punching into this. I don't know if it's just clouds. I don't know if it's a storm. You guys want to go back to that? You guys want to go back to the fucking in-flight view, don't you?
Graffiti, like that's.
You must say this is my way out when you saw that. When you
I didn't.
Getting good. You must say this is my way out.
When I started being able to put songs together, and I started like, figuring out like, well, I might be almost as good as that rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep going, and then I start. I learned so much. Like I studied.
How old were you when that started?
Hip hop. The first time I heard anything, my Uncle Ronnie brought over a tape of the Breakin' soundtrack, and it had Reckless on it from Ice-T. Once upon a time, a DJ's task was just to play records. What more could you ask? And I
know Colors.
Yeah. Colors was hard. My Uncle Ronnie started liking rap before I did, and then he kind of introduced me to it. And right around that time, I think. The movie had just come out, and I saw the movie, and I was like, yo, I love it. And it just, I don't know, it just spoke to me in a way that no other music had spoke to me before.
I understand that. How old were you when you first started putting it out there? Like started rapping or doing rap battles?
Well, I had a weird trajectory. Like I was afraid, like I was afraid early on, like 15, 16 years old, I was afraid that to go into any club.
QA19er, run descent and maintain flight level 200.
Was that
Descend and maintain
200?
flight level 200 QA19er 1.
Yeah, this is your captain speaking, WaskiWabit. We've all, wait, what? It just stopped recording? Yeah, this is your captain speaking, WaskiWabit. What? Okay, fuck that. It's all out. We'll just descend. Yeah, airport is probably about 200 nautical miles out, 220, something like that. Go ahead and turn down the music a little. And then we'll go sneak up on a passenger and see what they're seeing.
Or anything like that to say my raps because I felt like I wasn't good enough yet. So I had to get to a certain spot. And then I was trying to I was just making songs. And one day I got a call from my boy Proof, and he was like, yo, you need to come up to the hip hop shop. And I was like, what is the hip hop shop? He's like, yo, just come to the hip hop shop, write something, come up here. And Proof, remember Proof, Nani? He ran shit in Detroit. We me and him came up together, and we came up rapping together, but he would kind of go do his own thing, and then I'd be working in factories and stuff like that. Proof was out there
Request flight level 180.
He started making connections, and then he met Jay Dilla, Slum Village, and a lot of the early Detroit hip hop was exploding onto the scene. Like Proof was such a part of that, and I got a chance to. When I went to the hip hop shop, I was like, what the fuck? He was like, yo, I'll clear everybody out. I'll have 10 people, right? And you rap in front of them, and if they don't like you, they're gonna tell you they don't like you. if they do like you and they fuck with you, then So I went there, I said the rap, I got some people jumping around and shit, and I was like, okay, this might be it for me. And then that's when we started having battles at the hip hop shop. We was having a battle every couple of months or something. Yeah, every 2 or 3 months. But every Saturday, I would make sure that I didn't have to work till 4 o'clock because I was going to the hip hop shop every Saturday. So every Saturday for me was, and this is early 20s, was St. Andrews Hall on Friday night. Saturday, hip hop shop. Tuesday, Ebony Showcase. And then
everybody that knows Showcase is a fuck. I gotta battle him tonight. He's here.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. I started battling, and then in the hip hop shop, the first battle that we had there, I won it. But what we was doing, Proof was taking names and he was putting them in a hat. If you want to sign up to battle, you just put your name in the hat. He picks a name, picks another name. So it'd be like Bizarre versus B Flat, and then they go at it, and it was and then me versus whoever. I remember one time I battled Conniver, who was in my group D12, but we weren't a group yet. I battled, Vaughn, and then I just started I met a few people that got me out of just Detroit, and I went to like 97 Scribble Jam, and I went all the way to the end, and then I lost to this guy named Juice, who to this day is still a really good fucking rapper. And I think that he's so good that it's okay that I lost to him. You know what I'm saying? But
is he still in Detroit rapping?
No, this was Cincinnati. Yeah, the Scribble Jam was in Cincinnati. That was 97. And then from there I met Wendy Day, and she put me on her battle team. She had this battle team that was an event in LA called the Rap Olympics. And she put me on that team. I went out to LA and then got in that battle at the Rap Olympics, went all the way to the end and lost again, the last dude. And I was like super discouraged. I just got evicted from my house. Had to break in through the back of the house. The dude that we was paying rent to, he wasn't paying the rent with it. So one day this is literally the day before I go to the Rap Olympics and thank God for Wendy Day, man, because she paid for my plane ticket. But that day, we're like, what the I come home from work, me and my boy, and we're like, what the fuck, all our shit is on the lawn.
Oh, I know that very well.
So, yeah,
on the eviction, man, and they decorated your fucking lawn with your furniture.
Yeah, and people was rummaging through it and
You gotta
shit.
wait outside for nobody to take your shit.
Yeah, yep. So that happened, and then I had to break into the back because I had nowhere to stay. So I had to break into the house through the back window, which was my old window. Broke in, slept on the floor, got up the next day, went to the Rap Olympics, and by the first prize was $500. And I needed that $500, man, and I lost. And I was fucking devastated. And then this kid, Dean Geislinger, walks up to me and he's like, yo, man, you got one of those CDs? And I was like, yeah. And I kind of just tossed it to him, right? And didn't think nothing of it. I didn't know that Dean worked with Jimmy Ivy. So he gave it to Jimmy. Jimmy gave it to Dre. And I'm back in Detroit now, fucked, right? I have nothing, like nowhere to go. And I get the call and I'm like, oh shit, you know, this is about to happen.
Wow. It was fast.
Didn't seem fast, did it, to you, huh?
Nah, I did not.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, but I just gotta say, like, I bro, you are like a god to me. Like, bro, you've done so much in your life, man. It's like just so crazy to be a heavyweight champion at 20 years old.
Well, you're not chopped liver yourself.
I'm just saying, well, I'm saying though, but I'm just saying, man, like I don't know. It takes a lot to be the champ. Like, it takes a lot. And you know, I remember seeing the first couple fights when I was younger, when you were first like starting to really pop. I had heard about, yo, you ever seen this guy Mike Tyson? Man, he's knocking motherfuckers out in 10 seconds. Like, and the first fight I saw was which was the first fight I saw? I think it was Trevor Burbank.
86 something.
And man, you knocked him down 3 times with one punch. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And ever since then, it was like, when you fight, somebody's getting knocked out. It's just a matter of what round. You know what I'm saying? And like,
it comes from humble beginnings. You know, I had to, in order to be the champ, I had to get beaten a couple of times.
Yeah.
I had to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, boxing is hard, man. It's hard. Like, I've been boxing for like 13 years, just sparring, just messing around. I mess around with Emmanuel Stewart, and he's
the best.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah, man.
And all the champions back then.
Yeah.
Kronk Jim was just so fucking, man, everybody was coming down here to see the fighters and stuff.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lewis had all the celebrities coming down. He was the man back then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was such a nice dude, and he would come over. He'd come over to my house, and we spar like twice a week. He'd bring his boxers from the Kronk Gym.
And Ricky Womack, yeah, they were really great fighters.
Yeah, this was.
I remember the amateurs when we were fighting for the Olympics. Those guys were really great fighters.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and Emmanuel was like, this was like 12, 13 years ago, right? So he would come over, he would show me the basics, and it took a lot for me to look, it took a long fucking time for me to just learn the basics, right? So then he started like, after a couple months of us doing it, and they were just like, you know, up and coming kids and stuff, like they would, you know, and just, do you want to spar with them? And they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got a funny little story. So he's bringing his boxers, and we're probably like 6 months in. And he's bringing his boxers like every week, right? And I'm getting my ass whipped, but I'm staying with him, right? I'm getting some good hits in. I feel a little bit good about myself. So one day he comes over and he brings his boxer from Crunk, and I'm in the house, and I remember like I was on the phone or something. So when I came out, the dude that he brought had his headgear on, right? And and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he's ready. So I put my strap on, my headgear. We're going at it, and he kicked the shit out of me. Fucked me up. So after we're done, we go like 3 rounds, right? I don't think I got one hit in. After 3 rounds, he takes off his fucking headgear. And I said, man, how old are you? He said, 14. I was like, man, I fucking quit. I'm done. Yeah, man.
You know, it's just, it's funny when you say that, because some fighters just, they mature real early. They may, at 14, 15, they may be the best they ever been, and they're not good anymore.
Yeah.
That's just how it is in life with people. They mature, they peak at a certain age. I peaked at like in my 20s and stuff. Some people peak in their 30s. Some people peak in their teens. It's just weird.
I feel like if you hit me, I'd probably die. Like right now. Like I still feel like you could get in there and just fuck people up.
Wow, listen, you feel that way, and I don't even have that in me anymore. I don't even have the mentality to feel like I have to fucking kill everybody's family and stuff. I still have that.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like you still look like you could punch a fucking brick wall and put a hole in that bitch.
Yeah.
I saw recently, Nani was showing me the video you did where you was just fucking around and you was trying to show these dudes how to... Yeah. And how you jump to the side real quick, jump to the other side. Like, man.
Descend and maintain flight level 180 QA1901.
She says I'm 300 feet above my assigned altitude. That must mean that the barometric pressure is off. I'm gonna try to guess it. Is it that low, really? Yeah, it is. 29.29 decibel 64.
QA19er, 1 contact Brisbane Center on 123.8.
123.8 for QA19er 1. Brisbane Center QA19er 1 flight level 180.
QA19er, 1 Brisbane Center, continue to demo as planned.
Some beautiful, beautiful, breathtaking views. So if you've stuck with me for this, I don't know, 2.5 hours, say hi in the chat. Drop a like, drop a subscription. Because I will only continue to do what I'm doing.
QA19er, 1 please expedite your descent to flight level 180.
I'm not at 180 yet? Oh no, it wasn't. So the barometer is far lower than that. What is it? 29er dot. .23.
One, please expedite your descent to flight level 180.
I am. We're trying to watch Eminem and Mike Tyson shoot the shit. Give me, like, cut me some slack. Cut me some slack, girl. .15. Yeah, we can go ahead and turn the seatbelt light off.
QA 19er, one, please expedite your descent to flight level 180.
My flight level is at 180. I don't know what you're complaining about. This.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten
I'm just gonna turn it to
You
standard.
can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
QA 19er, one, please expedite your descent to flight level 180.
I am. Speed brakes. We are still not descending. Listen, 2 decrease. We'll go 4,000.
Brisbane Center QA 19er 1. Request 14,000 feet.
QA 19er, one, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet QA 19er 1.
Oops. Wow, it doesn't want to descend.
QA19er, one please expedite your descent to 14,000 feet.
Let me turn down this music real quick so I can concentrate. So I can concentrate. Five, 7. Let's see here. Go 2,500 feet per minute. 14,000. We are so. Oh, it's because we are in.
QA19er, one please expedite your descent to 14,000 feet.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. And now back to the action.
He could get in there right now and fuck up anybody.
Well, customers a lot of people say, Mike, let's fight. He just believes that, you can fight at any age fighting. Fighting, yes, you can do forever if you have the desire to do it. Fighting's all about spirit. If you want to do it, you can do it at any age.
Yeah. But it's like, but nobody knocked people out in the way that you did. Like people got knocked out by other fighters, but it was like when they got knocked out by you, they got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. Every time I hurt somebody and knocked them out, my life gets better.
Yeah.
Brisbane Center QA19er.
Yeah.
Request
so
10,000 feet.
Yeah. Because my life is getting better and I'm getting the fucking girl, I'm getting the mat, and I'm getting the plane, I'm getting the boat, I'm getting whatever I want, so hurt is beautiful. And my perception of my
Descend
life.
and maintain 14,000 feet. Expect
But it's like
10,000 feet
to
QA19er.
be a fighter though, it's like it takes a special kind of person, it takes a special kind of commitment. You know what I'm saying?
Maintain present heading and altitude. It's almost have to give you happiness to accomplish it.
Right.
Because you're gonna, when you do it in anything, if you want to be the best guy you can, collect in the world. Anytime you want to be the best in the world at anything, it's going to be disappointment.
Cleared to Gunrow QA19er.
There's a lot of competition. And there's going to be guys that peak at a younger age that he's going to blow you away when he's a kid. And then you're going to deal with a guy that blows you away when he's an old guy.
Yeah.
And then it's going to come the time when you're experienced enough, the next thing you know, you start blowing everybody else. Everybody gets their turn.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Everybody gets their turn.
Yeah, but it's like you're right though, because like for me, rap is like a 24/7 job, and it takes a lot of dedication, right, to stay sharp with the pen and stuff like that. But it's a different kind of discipline to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the balls to get in the ring and fight in the first place.
Listen, you know why I used to love anybody that gets in the fucking ring? Because you just think about it. As human beings, what fighters do, we avoid all of our life, getting into a fight. And that's what a guy does every day of his life. He fights every day of his life, and we avoid that shit. Yeah. It's humiliating if you're not on the right side, and if you don't know how to fight and then you still win, it's humiliating.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get hurt. So people avoid fighting. It's not normal. People are not supposed to fight. People are not structured to fight. Our hands are not developed to fight. Even for a boxer, they break. That's why we have to wrap them up and everything. Human beings are not designed to fight.
Yeah.
But we do it all. It's just part of our DNA. To kill one another is just DNA, who we are. It's part of our. Any form of murder is a form of self-hate.
Yeah.
When you kill another person, it's you reflecting on yourself, how you feel about yourself.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's like, boxing is just like coming up when I was a kid, I got my ass kicked a lot. I fought, I lost, I fought, I won, you know what I'm saying? And it was, and there was a point in time where I started getting in enough fights and winning enough fights that I felt confident until I started learning some of the fundamentals of boxing, and I'm like, I don't know shit. I know nothing. Like,
listen, we all believe in here that if you get involved with boxing, it's a tough man sport. Boxing's not a tough man sport. A tough guy's gonna get hurt in boxing. He's gonna talk funny at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna understand them. This is a thinking man sport.
Preach, Mike.
Who's the smartest win?
Preach.
When you get a certain level,
yeah.
the smartest win. Tough guys, this is not a tough man.
Yeah. No, I said, look, man, I also know you got a heart, so it's like, you fuck somebody up and then feel bad later.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, because you'd be nice to him after the fight. Like, I hate you during this fight, and then I don't hate you anymore, and I actually feel bad because you might die now.
That's who we are. That's that's our fear.
Yeah.
We're like that. We're vicious. We're ferocious because of the fact that we lost before and we've been disappointed before. We don't want that feeling anymore.
Yeah.
The thought that we got to go back to Brownsville, you have to go back to 7 Mile. That fucking fear. That's our biggest fear, to go back where we started.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Subconsciously, that's our biggest fear.
Yep.
And have to see those people who we grew up with and say, hey, I made it and I fucked up. I'm back here with these people.
Yeah.
All right, we're on our final approach right now. Let me look up the Madar information for this airport. Okay. I got you, airport. Is that 8,700 or 3,700? I don't know. I know my D-cell point's coming up soon, so.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
What is up, Hugo? What is up, Ingrid? Thank you both for joining me on this glorious landing. The altimeter is actually 1012.
QA19er, 1 please expedite your descent to 5,000 feet.
1012, yeah. Yeah, that's what it says, 1012. I got decel coming up. So I'm going to decelerate. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, there's a mountain coming up? Yeah. We should definitely keep our speed up. I can't see how an ATC would lead you to crash into a mountain. I can't fathom that concept. I can't. Look at that sunset. Beautiful. Wow, we're just skimming over the top of this mountain? Really?
2,500.
Really? I'm gonna have to light up another dart for this, because this is... Go back to manage. What do the constraints say? The 3 and a 4. So 4,000? Okay. What up, Hugo? What up, Ingrid? How you guys doing? You guys want to see some more Eminem before we land, or what? Yeah, we'll watch a little bit more, but then I gotta land.
Bro, I had lost the fight and I was depressed, and then bro said, "What the hell are you depressed for? You know, doing bad is going back to Brownsville. you made $30 million. Why are you depressed?"
Yeah.
These old Jewish guys, these Muslim guys can't understand why these guys lose a fight for $30 million or $20 million and now he's crying.
Yeah.
He just couldn't understand. He said, if I want to watch, he never went to the fight. He said, if I want to watch two millionaires fight, I used to get out of my house in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, but I want to say you said we really entertained your immersion in rap. We thought that was beautiful. Everybody, all nationalities and everything. We had to we have to say you're the best. You put it down. We watch you battle. We watch you not battling, but we watch you compared with the best. We watch you do songs with Jay-Z. We watch you do all those guys, and you got really ill.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, one of those songs he said, yeah, you saw me before. I just didn't have all these swords before. But he said he had armed with these guns and swords before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you met me before.
Yeah, he just didn't have all these guns and swords before.
Yeah, I have this arsenal of weapons before. Yeah. Marshall stepped in the door. Yeah. That was the Biggie song. Wow.
Yeah, you fucking... Listen, are you conscious that you know you rapping like J and B? You know you gotta play, right? You know you gotta put it down, because if you don't put it down,
Going to
people gonna say, oh, nigga, he shitted
126.1QA1901.
I mean, that's how I
CAIRNS
feel
approach
anytime I get on a
QA19
song with
5000
anybody. It's like, man, if I don't try to, like, I have to, you know, just having that hunger still and trying to, like you said, it's not about the money all the time, right? So it's like when you lose a fight and you get depressed, it's because your competitive nature and your competitive spirit is wounded, right? Because
it's the reason that we started doing this, because we're not good enough. It goes in your mouth.
Yep.
We're not good enough.
Yep.
Better than me, and it fucking kills you. Yep. Somebody's better than you, and you believe in your head that you're God or you're the best, or whatever you believe you are.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. Yo, you was dope in The Hangover.
Hey, listen, man, I was just very happy to do that. I was like 280 pounds. I was on cocaine. I was just doing. I had my prostitute girlfriends at the fucking. And this, what is this? A trailer with me. I was just living a fucking life back then. Listen. When I did The Hangover, I didn't know I went to the club. And, you know, the clubs in Vegas, they let me in all the private, you know. And so when I went in this private spot, I saw these white people in these white crew, and I was looking at these people. And then I saw those two girls. What's those two girls? The two twins. What's their name?
Oh,
I forgot. Rich. The Owen, what's the...
Owen twins? Olsen twins?
Olsen twins. So I saw the two Olsen. I saw one of the Olsen twins with these guys, and I'm in the, and it's just open, it's closed to them. And then the guy, the bodyguard, let me in. The guy, bodyguard for the club, because he knows me all the time. I always give him money, and he lets me in, and we're chilling and stuff. We're coked up and we're drinking, and then they look at me, and somebody comes over and says, "Hey, we're doing a movie with you in 2 weeks. We're doing a movie with you." I said, "When?" He said, "In 2 weeks." I said, "Fuck, I didn't know that."
What the fuck?
Yeah, I said, "Fuck, I didn't know that." And so I'm on this movie, I'm doing this set and stuff. And I'm just a mess back then. So I do this movie, and I don't think this movie is shit. You know, I'm high all the time. And then I'm in a restaurant. I come out the restaurant, you see one of those buses, you know, the tour bus. They see me, they must have went to the movie and saw the preview, because the movie wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
And then when they saw me, it must have been like 30. They all got out the bus and said, "We love you, we saw you in the movie." And then my friend Zip, who's no longer with us, he said, "Hey, we got something here, we're back."
Wow. Wow, Mike. All right, let's go flaps 1. Slow down a bit. Gear can come down. Landing system can come on. localizer mode can come on. And there is our beautiful runway. I'm gonna go ahead and go flaps 2. There it is. Right there. We get the localizer captured. We'll I don't know, I like to wait for the ILS to just be just right in this game.
14 miles northwest of Cairns. Contact Cairns Tower on 124.9er when inbound on the approach.
Flaps extra.
Tower on 124.9er QA19er 1. Cairns Tower QA19er 13 miles northwest inbound ILS Whiskey runway 15 approach.
Alright, we'll go ahead and go approach mode.
1 Cairns Tower. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 15 approach. Altimeter 29er.9er, 0 wind 131 at 31.
Wind 031 at 31.
Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 15 approach QA19er 1.
What'd she say? 29 dot. Okay. Wind 131 at 31. Wow. 131/31. There we go. All right, let's butter this. Got the localizer captured. Riding the glide scope down. Glide slope, not scope. Glide slope. This view's much more interesting. How about this one? Over the wing.
2,500.
All right, let's pay attention here. So if we've got a 20 mile an hour or 20 knot an hour nose wind, which is good. That'll help slow us down. So I can actually switch my auto brakes to low instead of medium. It's kind of freaked out, but nah, I'm not. I'm cool. Cool.
QA19er 1 cleared to land runway 15. Wind 132 at 30.
Cleared to land runway 15 QA19er 1.
Yeah, there's some definite wind gusts. gonna go ahead and go full flaps. Slow us all the way down. I'm gonna go ahead and ride the autopilot out because this is, after all, the A320, the plane that didn't need a pilot, right?
500.
I'll cut it at 250. 250, cut it.
200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Woo. Fucking nice landing.
QA 191 exit runway when able.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 6:43 p.m. and it's currently about 27 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us.
QA 19er, one contact ground on 101.7.
Continuation of your journey.
Going to 121.7 QA 191.
Really, Raza? Is that what I got? I wasn't looking at the overlay. I was looking at my actual monitor, and my monitor doesn't show nearly the information that you're seeing on your screen. So if you say I got a 208, I fucking believe you, dude. Dude, move, unless you want to get ran over. All right. All right. We made it. We can go ahead and shut down. Oh, we didn't turn on Apu yet. Always Apu. I didn't turn on any of my landing lights either. I always forget to, dude. I always forget to. Like, let's just land in the dark. Some secret ops, co-op mission, you know? APU's ready. Let's go ahead and shut off engine 1, engine 2. Save some fuel. We'll look at them spool down. Bring our flaps back up. Sounds like we're already deboarding even though I didn't connect the jetway. So let's call for jetway connection so a lot of these people don't fall to their death.
CAIRNS ground QA1901, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
QA1901, the jetway is going to be connected.
Shut off the damn door alarm. And we're good. I think we're good. Did the jetway actually connect though? Yes, it did. Nice, Microsoft. Very nice. Yo, I have a Borat livery that I made. I make liveries for, I don't know, currently the A320 in Microsoft Flight Sim only. But I've made some crazy liveries. I'll show you guys in a minute. Once these passengers get deboarded, both engines are off. Flaps up, parking brake up. Strobe can come off. Beacon can come off. All the rest of the, yeah, all that shit's off. Go ahead and turn off the fuel pumps. All 6 of them. Let's bring up PACX here. %91 satisfaction. Is there anything that I can do to affect that? Let me see. Select an event. Public address. General. Nope. Humorous. No. So apparently in PACX, when they're done with you, they're done with you. You gotta make your announcements on time. Okay, look, all the passengers are off. Make sure, yep, they're all off. Menu in flight. Very slightly. What is very slightly? Either you're very ahead of schedule or you're slightly ahead of schedule. I'm quite thirsty. I'm telling my friends about this airline. Cool. Ah, PACX at 203. What'd you say, Raza? 208? PACX said 203, so let me save this flight and close PACX. And let's just, I don't know. Let's go ahead and shut down the plane. And watch a little bit more of this Eminem Mike Tyson interview from the back seat.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's been a wrap ever since. And Todd Phillips was my friend. And I was out in the club. I don't know what club I was at, but it was a movie theater. And I went there, and everybody was all over me. And the guy that produced Hangover, Todd Phillips, who did the Joker, he looked and he said, "Listen, I feel proud because I feel I'm a part of this." Because he saw everybody coming up to me. He said, "I feel like I'm a part of this." You know, he was proud that everybody was coming up to me. And then next thing you know, he was, I can't even tell you what we're doing next, but anything. It's just, we became good friends.
That's dope.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's dope too because like I was like, holy shit, Mike can act. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then seeing the Undisputed, man, and hearing you tell them stories that I'm like, I so want to know about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody knew the story, but they didn't know the underlying behind the story. Why did I do that?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Getting ready to do round 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the round 2 is so much better than round 1. We did this all listen, this is really interesting. How do you do this? I knew you had to do it. So I'm on the show and I said, good night. And it's 4,000 people. And when I say good night in Toronto, they all get up and they come to the stage. And they just want to touch me, and I don't know what to do. The security's not doing nothing.
Right.
I don't want these people to think I'm scared and run off. I want to run, but so I just get caught in it. It was just overwhelming and shit that people think that way about you. And in my mind, I always had a low self-esteem. I said, if these people think much about me, they must not be shit. You know what I mean? Because why would you think about me? Because I don't think I'm shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I went through a lot of that shit too, growing up as a kid, and just feeling like I wasn't good enough for anything, like whatever I did, I just wasn't good enough. And yeah, man, it's a psychological thing. I think that once you, for anybody who doesn't feel, who feels like that, right? Like I just feel like I'm worthless. I'm not nothing in this world. Anybody who feels that and then finds something that they're actually good at, it's like I think that's what makes somebody go for that so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was never good at nothing. I'm good at this. You know?
The most successful people that ever lived in history are megalomaniacs, but they got a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
You don't think much about this stuff, but they think they're God on the other hand too.
Right.
You know, those are the most successful people. They're always challenging that doubt.
Yeah.
Making that doubt inconceivable. That's not true. But they still believe it's doubt.
Right.
Even though they prove that it doesn't stop them from succeeding, but they still challenge that and it still bothers them. They still believe they're nothing. If they made billions of dollars, they still believe they're not shit. That's just how the mind fucks with us.
Yeah, people also think too, like money just buys happiness, and it absolutely is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be right inside. Otherwise, none of this shit means nothing.
No, absolutely. They get everything, then this is something, this is everything? Fuck this. Pow!
Mm-hmm.
This is everything? I waste my fucking life for this? This is everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Em, you just blew the fucking roof off the Oscars. How'd that feel?
Man.
Are you surprised that they still ask you to come?
Actually, I thought it was the fucking dopest thing I've seen in a long time, dude.
Thanks.
Hey, get off my plane. Yeah, you lady back there with the crusty fingernails. Get off my... This plane's already landed, dude. Get off. You gonna comply, or we're gonna have to forcefully remove you? Okay. Compliance, then. I appreciate that, lady. Yo, we'll catch the rest of this Eminem interview later. Till then, peace out. See you, Ferris, Raza. See you, Ingrid. See you, Hugo. I love you guys.